there's tons of stuff. Again, the floors are not in the best shape. It literally sounded like somebody was moving, like over here. That is cool. Okay, I just heard that again. Who's there? It's actually, like, the floor is not... Whoa! What the hell was that? Dude, just... Oh, man. Okay, we gotta get out of this side. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new adventure. We are actually in a place called Wakayama, and there is a reason why I came here. So far, haven't really seen anything super exciting in the city, apart from the beach, the ocean. It is really nice in this particular spot. You guys know me, if the ocean's there, if there's a beach, I'm gonna go check it out, and today was actually the perfect day to do that because the weather is stunning. For March, it is almost 20 degrees Celsius. I think that's like, I don't know, 65 to 70, somewhere in that range in Fahrenheit. And right now we're just kind of exploring. What we're going to be doing here in Wakayama is actually heading up to this mountain hill area. There is a haunted abandoned mansion in there. And before we get there, I just kind of wanted to explore around a little bit and see what was here. I knew the beach was here, so obviously, like I said, I had to come. There is a point if we walk all the way down here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it all because at some point I want to get to the house with sunlight. It's still pretty early, so we do have plenty of time to do that. But yeah, let's adventure down the beach. The views are just amazing right now, and we do have to keep in mind we are in a tsunami zone, so if we start hearing some alarms going off, we should probably run and get behind that seawall over there. But hopefully that doesn't happen, but it can happen. It has happened. We all know the story of Fukushima, right? So let's get down this road and start this adventure. What an absolutely stunning beach this is. The views are just awesome. You have all the mountains down there, all these rocks kind of in the way, but I'm assuming those are to break the waves. Very nice. I don't know what that area is. It looks like probably hotels. Very tall buildings. There's a bunch of like resort and spa type of hotels down there. These people look like they're going into the water to see if it's warm. I'm curious too, so we've got to do a water test. Warmth test, if you will. Let's see. Good thing is my shoes are waterproof. It's actually not bad. I wouldn't say it's like swimmable for more than 30 seconds, but it's like not as cold as you would think. All right, let's start making our way down. Basically, like there's like this little peninsula area, and there's a really cool scenic spot down there, but the problem is, for some odd reason, Google keeps telling me to go around and then cross the water to this peninsula scenic point. And I'm like, why would I do that? That doesn't even make sense. That would take so much longer than literally just walking down. For some reason, just Google is not getting it today. I don't know what's going on. The other thing I'm trying to figure out too is why there's all these fences here. I'm not really quite sure. I assume obviously this beach is probably more of a seasonal thing. Considering you can't really go swim this time of year. It's warm now, but in a few days it's probably gonna cool down again. At least by next week, that's what it's looking like. Not terribly, but enough that you'll feel it. Oh look, palm trees. So as you can see here, there are signs of tsunami warnings, and I guess it's basically telling you kind of where to go. I guess that's useful if you could read Japanese, which I can't, but yeah, we're still just kind of heading down. I'm actually just really enjoying the scenery, just kind of taking it in, enjoying the sights of the palm trees here. You know, being from Canada, we don't have palm trees there. I think I've only ever seen palm trees one time, and it was kind of like in a botanical garden type of thing in Vancouver. Not really a botanical garden, but it was in the main park that's there. Holy crap, it's so warm, I'm like starting to sweat. But yeah, I'm probably gonna take my maple syrup shirt off. Also, this is the merch, and if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to buy it. There's two different versions. This is the main version, and then there's the other one with the little syrup bottle. Honestly, it's funny because I've had a lot of people kind of laugh, and glad I could actually make them laugh once they read it, and they get it. Canada is, you know, we're known for our maple syrup, but yeah, the only one time I ever saw palm trees was in that one area, and they were all dead. So this is kind of nice to see. I'm going to stop up a little ahead and take a look at how long exactly it would take me if I decided to walk the whole way. If it's too long, we're not going to do it right now, and we're just going to actually start heading towards the mansion area, but let's see. All right, so I was looking at it, and based on the time that it took to actually get to this point, which is pretty cool, it's going to take way too long, take too much time out of my day, and I do want to give myself the extra time to get into the mansion while we still have some daylight, and I probably need to eat something too, but this spot is very nice. I'm really enjoying this at the moment. Eventually, when we come back, well, we're probably going to be going to the Philippines anyway, so I will be able to enjoy a little bit of break time and beach time, which, if you could tell by the sound of my voice, I'm pretty tired. Always being on the move, you know, it does take a lot of energy out of you. Although I do like this, so I'm not complaining. I'm honestly living my best life. I feel really blessed, but yeah, I need some beach and relax time and hot weather, and we'll get that probably by early April in the Philippines. And then when we come back, I'll probably be going to, everyone always talks about Okinawa being the spot to go to for beautiful beaches, beautiful scenery, cool places in general. You know, the place that Mr. Miyagi's from the Karate Kid movies, and also Fukuoka, but that's going to be like towards the end of this trip. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to start basically walking back. I think there's some cool maybe shrines that we can check out along the way, but I don't want to use too much time because it might be a little bit of a challenge getting into this mansion. You guys are going to see that in a few moments. It's supposedly very overgrown and quite challenging to get into. There's a lot of vegetation. Obviously, no one's taking care of it. It's pretty well hidden in the woods to the point where you really, I don't even think you can see it from the road. But all right, let's get a move on. Well, we're on the move, and it appears there are quite a few nice spots with really nice scenery. This is more like the Bay Area, so basically we're heading off in that direction. That's a cool looking bridge, and I think there's a shrine that we can essentially walk through and check out along the way. So I guess this video is kind of turning into like a little bit of a mix of vlog, adventure, abandoned, haunted, just all smashed into one, which is kind of cool because it's nice to see different places, because like I said, I've never been here before, so this place is all new. It's very low-key so far, it seems. It's not a very busy place like Tokyo or Osaka or even any of the other top tourist tracks. This is kind of like off the beaten path sort of thing. So it does look like there's some sort of pavilion, I guess a shrine. I can see something over there. The other thing I want to do too is find somewhere to eat before we actually go up there. We got time. I'm only about a 20-minute walk to where our main spot is going to be, so we got to locate somewhere with some food. Alright, so this is quite random, but for some reason there's steps that go down. I mean, obviously you could probably just sit there, but like the steps don't actually go anywhere. They're just blocked off by rocks, and then it just goes straight into the water. One thing I'd like to point out about this area that's funny so far, we just had a bunch of kids riding by on their bikes, and they were all waving hello, like literally yelling out hello, which was so funny. I don't think they're used to getting tourists in this area, and it's funny because like we're not far from Osaka. Like it literally only took me about an hour and a half by train, which is pretty much during the day the equivalent of going to Kyoto. But generally, I don't think anyone really comes here unless, like myself, they had a reason to. But it's still really cool to check out. Plus, it's a coastal city, so that's also an added bonus. So this is pretty cool. There's a shrine on the other side of the river here, and there appears to be like this really old historic bridge. Just kind of popped up on Google Maps. I'm like, oh, look at that. They built a second bridge. Obviously that one's for the cars and stuff, but I assume we can go this way. This is a very nice area, actually. Look at that. That is very cool. So that's a shrine, and it's neat because it's kind of like, you can tell it's all like carved into the rock there. Like, well, just kind of where it's like nestled in between is kind of neat. All right, let's continue. Okay, so there's a sign here. It's got historical significance, this bridge. Furobashi Bridge, part of the Onari Road, through which members of the Tokugawa family and representatives from Kisho to Shogu Shrine dedicated to Tokugawa Ieyasu. Very cool. This is actually built in 1851, so it's about 174 years old, give or take. Let's see what else there is. This is cool. I was looking at some pictures. It looks like there's a really, really neat looking temple just down that way. How beautiful though. What a cool little spot. It's neat too because you got the old on one side, and then you look everywhere else, you got like a good mesh of new and modernized buildings. All right, let's head down in this direction and see if we can find what was building number 5. I don't know what it was, but it's got some really cool stairs. As long as I don't gotta pay. The problem is I don't mind paying, but it's like when you do so many of these spots and it's like 500 yen, 500 yen, 500 yen every single time, it really adds up after a while, which is kind of funny. Wow, it is quite nice in here. I'm trying to find where that building is. I can't quite locate it. I don't know if I have to go down here and then turn left. I'm looking for a map. But these are some old buildings. Oh, this place is really nice. Okay, this is freaking really cool. Is that like an old tree? Crane pine. Okay. Yeah, the trees that the sand at its base have been blown away by the sea breeze and its roots have been exposed over a long period of time. That is pretty freaking cool. It kind of almost looks like some weird monster. I'm trying to find the spot that I was looking for, but I'm not really seeing it. I don't know. So this was all cool and all, but it's not what I was looking for. There's one kind of looks like that, but way more extravagant. I think we gotta go down here and then hang a right. So can't really seem to figure out where it is. Cool spot though, really, really nice. It might actually be where I just was, and I just didn't see where like the entrance to that particular building was. I'll show you guys what the picture looked like, but for some reason I can't really seem to locate it, and I'm just wasting a lot of time going back and forth. But oh well, we're gonna start making our way over now to the area with this haunted mansion, which has some pretty significant history. I believe it was built around 1910, so it's very old, over a century at least. And apparently it was a very significant businessman who almost went out of business, but basically kind of like revitalized his business and then started doing really, really well. The other thing is that he was also very well connected to a lot of military generals and politicians and stuff like that. And rumor has it that was actually a meeting point, like this house particularly was a meeting point for generals to discuss the plans before Pearl Harbor. Like they actually decided what they were going to do during World War II at this particular place. So it does have some pretty snazzy historical significance, like I said. And the other thing too is apparently it's really haunted. My good friend Steve Ronan has been there, and he caught some crazy shit on camera, like poltergeist stuff, things being thrown across the room. So we'll see what we end up with, but let's head on over to that area. So what I was trying to get to was this, but it looks like I literally had to go in exactly where I was and then up. But the only problem was that the trails were closed, so you actually couldn't go up. I don't really know why, but all right. So I was just checking Google Maps. It's like everything in this area doesn't open until either 5, or for some reason they're just closed today. Like every little restaurant that I'm selecting on Google Maps in this area and even further where we were, just all closed. It's really funny. So I'm gonna have to find something, maybe a 7-Eleven, basically survive off of that here. Okay, we have finally made it. I keep hearing like voices up there, and that's kind of in the general direction of where the mansion is. Only issue is the way that I was told to go in. I was like about to do it, and then I looked around and there was like some dude just standing there on the sidewalk, like staring at me. He didn't say anything to me, but I don't know, you know, going into an abandoned place in a foreign country, do you really want to, you know, F around and find out sort of deal? But, so, we have several options. There is one side down this street, there's this crazy freaking tunnel I walked through, and basically we came all the way around to the back side, and what I'm trying to see, we have two options. We have these stairs, I don't know where they go, but it doesn't say I can't go up there, and it would be ideal if the ground levels off from the top, and then we can just kind of walk across into that section. Or if that doesn't work, then there is another section that looks easier to go in from, and it was very quiet. There was no one around, so no one's going to say boo to us, but I guess I'll burn off a few calories going up these crazy stairs if we can. It doesn't look like it's not accessible. I also don't know where these stairs even go to, but what the hell? There's like bees and wasps everywhere. But okay, I guess we'll give this a shot, but we are literally heading into the jungle right now. This is going to be nuts. Damn, these are some steep ass steps. So, I mean, it kind of does look like it plateaus and levels off up there. So, I think this might be probably our best bet. There's also something up in the trees. I don't know what it is, but this might work, this might not work. If anything, we're just going to have to come back down and go off in the other side. Holy moly, those are some serious steps. Alright, we made it to the top. This is not actually it. Even though it looks abandoned, it is not. That actually just goes to the water supply company, but good news. It looks like there is actually a trail here. Now, we just got to be cautious for snakes and stuff like that, but we should be okay. There's no like rivers in this direct area, so I don't think they would really be around. But if I could find a decently long stick, now let's just hope that this will actually get us to more or less where we want to be. But we're going to try this route. What's kind of crazy about this house is that there doesn't really seem to be like a driveway, but there's all these markers here. So I don't know if this even actually gets us to where we want to get to, because I have a feeling the house is down, like down there somewhere, but I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. So I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we got something here. I don't really know what it is. I'm gonna leave my stick here. Doesn't really look like much of anything, and you got to be careful on those ledges over there because it's a pretty sharp drop. But the trail does look like it continues, so I'll continue further on down this way. Okay, I wasn't recording, but I swear I heard somebody like cough. And there's also these like random things in the ground. I don't know what they are. It's possible that they're like sensors or something. I don't even know if this is like private property, public property. I don't know really what I'm dealing with right now. But it sounded like somebody was down there, oddly enough. Alright, let's keep going for the time being. Starting to get more narrow in here. I gotta check my phone, see if we're anywhere near this thing. I don't see anything at all. Alright, let's take a, let's do a little check. Just leave that there for now. So it looks like we are actually really close. I think we just gotta go maybe about 100 feet. But we're like almost literally on top of it at this point. So I think this trail might actually lead us straight to it. Oh, I see something. What is that? Something over there. So these things, I don't know what the heck these things are. There's something for the trail here. Oh, it looks like there's a fence. A fence to what, though? It might be over here somewhere. Damn, there are a lot of wasps and stuff out here. Alright, I see something. I might have to get around this fence so that way we can get down here. Yeah, this looks like it might be part of it, I guess. I can't go this way, that's kind of ridiculous, but we'll try and get around this fence first and see if we can get right into it. Well, it looks like somebody just came right through and created a path. So we're gonna try this side first and see if this leads to the entrance. Kind of has to. It's kind of weird that there's like no legit driveway to this place. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing something over there. I'm just trying to find the easiest way to get down without dying and going sliding down this crazy hill. Let me try going this way. Okay. Well, we've kind of made it. It's kind of weird because this seems to be like the roof of it. I'm trying to figure out what the safest way down is, but I don't know if this is, there's more stuff down there. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, this is something. This is definitely part of it. What the fuck was that? Okay, let's find... Oh yeah, there it is. That's it. We literally made it. We're above it, but we've more or less made it. Damn, this is freaking cool. I'm just gonna find another safe route down. Oh shit. Okay, we gotta process this. Is there a way from this building to those? I don't really know. This is kind of f***ed up. Okay, I'm just glad that we actually made it. Well, most of the way. I think going down that way is probably my best bet, but I'm going to need both hands for this, and I'm going to have to put the camera away for a second. Well, I think we made it towards the backside anyways. Hopefully there's an entrance from this way, but this is it, the Himuro mansion. It's pretty freaking cool so far. Quite the adventure getting here. This place is really destroyed. Holy crap. Yeah, it looks like there's an open door back there. Look at this, even the freaking bridge here, whoa, has collapsed. Holy. I don't even know if there is a way in from here. Alright, let's just get over to the other side. Damn. Whoa, this is really bad. Yep, that's really fucking bad. Holy. I don't see any open doors. What the heck? How are people getting in from this way? There's literally no way in here. None whatsoever, so I think I have to go back up and around once again over this. Oh, that did not survive. Alright, let's see if we can attempt to go this way, I suppose. Holy crap. I did not know what I was in store for today at all. What the hell? What is going on right now? I'm really confused. There was like this, it sounded like a bell from school, like when it's time for recess, and then all of a sudden this started playing. Okay. So we made it to the side of this thing. I'm trying to figure out where exactly the doors are. This place is huge. Absolutely massive. I think there was a door this way, so let's check here first. Yeah, music is still playing. There's a door right here. Yeah, that looks like it goes in. Konnichiwa. Well, I guess no one's here. Alright. Let's make our way in here. This place so far looks like it's in pretty rough shape. The floors are soggy and falling apart, clearly. This is not ideal, is it? Crap. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and around. This way here seems to be, I guess, the most plausible way without falling through a floor. Ideally. Oh, shit. Birds. Okay, there. I think there's a door over here. Let's just get up. Ugh. Excuse me, trees. Coming through. Okay. So I don't know if this is like the main part of the house and then there's another building. I honestly have absolutely no idea. Okay. Time to go in. So I'm not really sure what the last thing this was actually used for, but it's clearly... Oh my god, there's a unicycle. What? Why is there a unicycle? But looks pretty freaking cool so far. Oh, there's tons of stuff. Again, the floors are not in the best shape. Wow. There's tons of clothes left behind. Definitely gotta watch where we step, because I could literally feel the floors going down. Damn, look at all this. This is freaking cool. Wow. So this is the infamous Himuro mansion. Whoa. Damn. This is freaking cool. What the hell was that? Hello? Literally just sounded like someone was running. I don't think there's anyone here, but why does this feel like The Grudge all of a sudden? Konnichiwa? Sumimasen. It literally sounded like somebody was moving, like over here. That's creepy. Somebody back there. Probably just double check just to make sure. There's a lot of stuff in the way. That's the only problem. Oh, shit. Well, clearly people have already broken them anyway and walked right through. Whoa. Damn. Dude, this is so freaking cool. I hear something. Someone here? Wow, this room is like really cool. Like very traditional Japanese. Definitely a Japanese horror movie if you ask me. Alright, let's make sure these floors are good. Damn. A lot of vandalism. Okay, this is definitely like one of the coolest houses I've ever done. Wow. A lot of destruction, unfortunately, but just the way the tables are still set up and everything's there on the floor. That is cool. Okay, I just heard that again. Who's there? Somebody's there. Holler. If you can speak English. Either that or something paranormal for sure. Well, let's go and explore the rest of the areas. Damn. So I came over here because I wanted to check out the view, and there's literally a Japanese zero. That is so freaking cool. There's like a whole bunch of neat little artifacts kind of everywhere. I don't really know like how old everything is, but I mean it all looks pretty freaking old. Got a box of what are these, light bulbs? Brand new light bulbs just chilling here. What do we got in here? Golf clubs. Bunch of glass stands, probably used to display stuff in them, I guess. I don't really know. I wonder what's back there. We'll come back through here if anything. It's an old telephone. This is awesome. Oh yeah, I think that was probably the area I was trying to come in from. And it was obviously just a no-go. But these corridors here are just... This is just special. This is really cool. Wow. Wow, there's so many random things. Old newspapers. These old books. I don't know what these are. That's kind of cool. I noticed there was this photo back here. I don't know who they are, but they must have been significant for there to be a photo here. I mean, it could be like the Emperor and the Empress. Honestly, I have no idea. But you got this. I think it's a heater. Probably from like the 80s or the 90s. We got this. Pretty cool. Oh wow, look at this old clock. For a sec, I thought it was like a container, like an acetone container or something. That's pretty funny. Alright, well, let's, Oh, shit! What the f... Okay. I didn't do that. I didn't even touch it. What the hell? How did that... I mean, clearly it just stays like that. Oh man, that scared the bejeebers out of me. What is going on in here? Oh man. Whew. That made my heart jump. Okay, let's oh look, toilet paper. Let's see what else we got in this place. Whoa. What the heck happened in here? There's another room back there. I just don't know how to get to it. But we'll figure that out in a second. Whoa, look at this. Dude. It's kind of creepy because it's just chilling here in the corner. It smells kind of like perfume in here. Is that a safe? It definitely looks like a safe, I think. Ugh. Damn, I can't even open it. Yeah, it's definitely a really old safe. Got old books. That is friggin' cool. Old furniture, a bunch of ties over there. I'm kind of hesitating to even go through this room just because of the possible condition of the floor, but let's go back here first. Floors here are not good. I think this is where I actually tried to come in from. I didn't even notice this was open. Okay, well clearly I'm blind. Fuck, can't really go back there. I mean, you could, but if you go through that, that's gonna suck. Damn, that literally made me jump. That thing flying open, it hasn't happened since. So I don't know if it was just because I like jostled the table or something, but... Same room. Dude, the sun hasn't even set yet and we're already getting stuff. was definitely from this room, it sounded like. Hello? Okay, well, I'm gonna go back this way because I want to explore the rest of the other side of the house as well. I don't know what that sound was though, but alright. Okay, I'm gonna go back in on this side now and see if we can access the other rooms back here. We should be able to. We're just gonna have to be really freaking careful. Ugh, this is the parts that I don't like. When the floor's all messed up. Whoa, this goes on forever. Okay. Let's move this out of the way so we can at least get through. Whoa. Dude, there's like a whole bed in here. That's kind of creepy. Cool, but creepy at the same time. Tons of little things lying around. Got chopsticks. Got a fan, a chair. I noticed here everything is really low to the ground. Oh wow, look at that. That is so cool. So these kinds of rooms, I remember I had an Airbnb the first time we came, and half the rooms in the house were like this with the tatami mats. What? Got a dartboard. Oh, there's another one here. What? That is so freaking cool. Damn. The fact that it's just sitting here basically going to waste. That one is kind of creepy though. It's a little glass box. So like I mentioned, the guy was pretty notable. The dude who was here, the first one anyways, but that guy was probably not the last guy to live here. I don't know who really was, but it's kind of crazy because there's legit like no actual driveway in and out of this place. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it, but there's a lot of cool things in here though. Wow. Okay, the mission now is to get to the other side. I've got to be very careful here. It's actually, like, the floor is not... Whoa! Okay, I take that back. I was about to say it's not that bad, but... we might have to go from the other way. This floor is just fucked. I could, like, reach over, but... Yeah, let's just go from that side. What the hell, man? So far, I can say this 115-year-old house was definitely not built to last. There's literally holes in the ceilings. The floors are just absolutely terrible. Now I'm going to go through this mess and try and get to that back room over there because it looks like there's a lot more to this place. I don't know if there's like a downstairs floor. I gotta see if there's like stairs to go down there. I'm not really too sure, but up here was really cool already to begin with. And just the size of the house itself is pretty amazing. This actually looks like stairs almost. I can't quite tell, but the size of a house like this to be in Japan, because most people live in very, very small homes. Oh, I just saw something back there. For a second I thought somebody was like peeking out, but the light was facing me. I couldn't really 100% tell. Hello? Konnichiwa? Someone back there? I don't know. But this here kind of looked like stairs, doesn't it? I don't know if there's actually a second level to this place, but we'll find out. Alright, now let's try and get through this. Unfortunately, oh, there's like hair over here. What the heck? This might be a bad way. Oh crap, the floor there is all messed up too. Shit. Oh, this is stairs. What the heck? There's a second floor? Oh, damn. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to go up there. I don't think I can go across from here either. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna have to figure something out here. Just trying not to die. The adventure is fun, but not worth risking your life over. And to be honest, I think we've already done that just simply by stepping foot in here. Holy crap, it's not really a second floor. It's storage. There's a lot of stuff up here. Whoa. Damn, it is full of stuff. Wow, this is crazy. I'm actually surprised all the... Ow! Literally hit my head. I'm surprised all this stuff is here, to be honest. Damn. It goes all the way back there. There's another little doll here. More newspaper. Look at that. There's so many, like... almost like as if it was a temple or a shrine at one point. Or I guess the person living here was just very religious, I suppose. Damn, this is freaking cool though. But it's very stuffy up here, and the ceiling is very low. I've already hit my head on this, so I don't want to do that again. Let's try and let's go back down there and try and get to that other side. So I'm back down. I almost thought I heard like something thumping. Now I heard a click. Something's like scratching back there. What the hell? Who's that? Heard something over here. What was that? Was it that thing again? No, it's still more or less closed. Exactly the way I left it. I don't know. I heard something. But then again, this freaking house is literally falling apart. You never really know. Okay, we gotta figure this out. I'm trying to figure out what is the best route to take to get to the backside. Unless there's a way from outside. I honestly have no idea, but this is gonna maybe just have to risk it all at this point. So this is the side. Actually, we might be able to just go through here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff back here, but I might be able to just walk that way. Okay, let's hope these floors don't give out. I mean, it should be fine. The stuff is here. Okay. I think we did it. We had to take a weird route, but... Whoa. Damn. Holy crap, there's even more. There is a set of stairs to go upstairs. Okay. Damn, this place is friggin' huge. Whoa. What was that? Thought I heard somebody like talking. And like a moan as well. Like, oh. I haven't seen a single person out here since we pretty much came up. Okay, but this is really freaking cool. This is classy. Wow. Like just the way like the walls and everything are done. The ceiling is amazing. Damn. Stained glass windows. Really old TV. Wow. Oh wow, there's more rooms back there. Oh, looks like we're not done yet. I am absolutely in love with this place so far. It is really treacherous, but I think there is a possibility that I could still die. But let's not talk too soon. Okay, there's a way to go upstairs. There's back there, which honestly doesn't really look all that feasible, does it? But it does look like there's also a way downstairs. Damn, this house is freaking nuts. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out. I don't think, maybe that pipe right there, that's probably what people were using to walk across. It's getting riskier and riskier. Look at the carpet. Look at how it's like peeling itself away. Alright, let's just be cautious, because clearly going through a floor here is a major possibility. I swear I just heard something. Sounded like something moved up here. Hello? Wait, there's another floor? What the hell? Okay, I keep hearing something. Oof. Yeah, this is not particularly ideal. Oh, whoa. Look at this. Damn. This is really freaking cool. And there's an old piano or organ or whatever. This clearly was like a meeting area. They started graffitiing up here, of course. Old crown molding. Old dusty cabinet. Damn, I swear everywhere I walk, I literally feel like I'm about to go down a level. That's pretty cool. It's very destroyed in here. But the fact there's even still furniture that's mostly intact is quite surprising. Oh, look at that. That is, let me lower this. Look, there's an old postcard. That's pretty cool. Old photos. Wow, that's really cool. I wonder if these are the people who used to live here. Must be. Look at all that food. Oh, it was his birthday. Nice. That is so cool. The fact that these are here, very rare. Alright. What else do we got in here? The whole floor is just completely slanted. What is this? Wow, okay. That's pretty much it for this area. There's like an old saw for some reason. Now the sketchy part is going to be going back down, because this floor is just, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it literally like slants down that way. There is another floor. Damn, this place is crazy. It kind of almost feels like a hotel. I don't even really think I'm going to go in that way. I might go up this way, though. Might as well. These stairs look like they're pretty well intact. Oh, yeah. Just one small room up here. That's cool. Huh. Not too much, but just old books, old pictures. Nice. Oh, there's something written in English here. Every day I write a book by Elvis Costello. Oh, are these song lyrics? Yeah, they're song lyrics. Elvis Costello. That's cool. For some reason there's corks for bottle. Alright, cool. Well, I think we've made it to the peak. I'm gonna head back down. This is like a... What was that? I heard something move back there. I gotta spin around here. Very narrow staircase. Kind of almost sounded like it came from in there. I don't really know. Dude, like, I was warned that this place was pretty freaking haunted, but I didn't expect it to be like this when the sun's not even fully set yet. And we still got a nice hike going back down. I unfortunately can't stay too long, so a little while longer. We'll finish exploring, do a little bit of investigating, and then I'm going to make my way out of here. Problem is that the buses here stop running super early, and in order for me to get back to Osaka, I got to make my way out, unfortunately. But definitely this place was 100% worth it. Okay, let's try and make our way out of here. Oh my god, this floor is terrible. I'm not even going to go in there because these floors are just too wonky, but it looks like it's just another bedroom. I wonder how many people were living here at one point. Seems like quite a few, or maybe they were using it as like a hotel or a resort or something. I honestly don't even know. It's quite confusing. Okay, so I just heard moaning again. Someone down there? The hell? Is that a cat? I swear I just heard a cat. I don't know. Alright, well, we're back in the section where we would be extremely careful. I don't know if it's worth even... What the hell was that? It sounded almost like something was screaming. I don't know where it came from, though. Weird. I'm gonna loop around here. I'm gonna hold on to this freaking rail as best as I can, because if the floor gives out, oh yeah, we ain't going down there. F that. What's back here though? Holy man, this place is gorgeous, but it is literally falling apart to pieces. Oh, look at this! I think it's the kitchen. Yeah, there's no way. The whole thing is just collapsed. This whole side of the house is just completely shifting. Damn, this is definitely a risk just being in here. Oh yeah, it's all the kitchen area. Well, at least we can get to this side from here. So that's good. Everything is still here. Whoa, look at that. All the books. I love the skylight. That is cool. Not a lot of light coming through, but... What's in here? Oh, it's like an old china set. Man, there's some really good quality stuff right there. It's a little chipped now, but probably cost a lot of money back in the day. Let's see what we got back here. It's a really small kitchen. Surprisingly small kitchen. Wow. Talk about compact. Okay, let's see what is back here, I suppose. I heard something back there. That was me, but... Oh man, this floor is kind of a mess. No, there's nothing even back there anyways. I'm not even going to bother going back there because this floor is just messed up. Like I can feel it. It like the concrete or whatever material this is literally breaking apart underneath here. And one good step on that and it's gonna give out, and that's gonna fucking hurt. I just noticed this thing. Look at that. That is freaking cool. Clearly it doesn't have anything in it now, but it's like some liquid container. Oh my god, the amount of dust that just came out of there. Okay, let's get the heck out of this area. That's clearly... What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? Dude, just... Oh man. Okay, we gotta get out of this side. Ugh. I don't know what the hell that was, but I think this place is literally falling apart. Holy shit. Something glass, like, fell or... I don't even know. Okay, fuck. Whew, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go back through that damn window to get out of here. I think there is another building. There is like a road. That was a bird. But there is a road, and it does look like there is another building that we might be able to access. I have no idea what it is. It could be literally nothing. It could just be like some sort of outhouse or some building maybe for the security or something. So it does seem, I'm trying to like put this all together because I don't know who the last people were here. It almost kind of seems like maybe they were using this as a resort, but at the same time, probably not. I don't really know. There could have just been a very wealthy Japanese family who were living here last. All right, back through this stupid window thing. Because the floors on either side are basically not usable at all. Alright, let's get outside the building and we're going to go walk down that pathway and see if there is in fact like another building that we can go and check out. So it does look like down this way that there might be another building somewhere off in the bush. Like literally, it didn't look like it was that far. So I remember Steve was actually telling me to come through this way, and the reason, like I said, that I didn't was because there was a man in the neighborhood that was kind of watching me before I kind of made my move. So I decided not to come up this way, but going down this way would really suck. Oh, shit. It's like a vine right there. I don't actually know if there's another building. It looked like there was. I don't see anything though. I guess this probably would have been like the original way in. Couldn't even tell you. What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, look. See, there's another part of the building. Whoa! Jeez, relax. There's something else down there. Oh man, these birds are skittish. I mean, I'm skittish too, but what is this? I don't even know what that is. Let's see if we can get down to it. Well, whatever it is, it looks like it's part of this complex of buildings. So there definitely is, in fact, two separate buildings here. Let's go check it out. Might as well, we're here now. Holy stuff. What the hell? Why are there... There's literally just so many things everywhere. Dude, this is like exploring an entirely different house. Maybe this was like the guest house. It's probably what it was originally built for. Why are there so many things in here? It's like everything from the other house was just taken and brought here to be stored. I don't know, maybe they were planning on coming back at some point. Holy crap, every room is literally just filled. You can't even really get through it all. Damn, this is wild. So when you come to abandoned places, you normally don't see much stuff at all. This one is definitely the exception. Another room, tatami mats, old wheelchair over there. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, Canada. It's like my invitation. I don't know why that's there. That's kind of funny. But it's an old record player. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, this building's not looking too good either, if you ask me. Probably shouldn't even go over there, really. Wowee. Just tons of stuff everywhere. Well, let's continue going through. See what else is back here. Yeah, it's like they literally left everything just up and gone. Dude, you can't even go through there. There's so much stuff. What the hell? No way. Yeah, you can't even do it. Sorry guys, but it's the end of the road. At least we got to kind of see it, unless I do wrap around the other way, or maybe there's a walkway along the side. I'm gonna try and figure this out. Okay, so I'm trying to go through this way, but also make sure that I'm not going through the damn floor. I don't even know if this actually goes around or not, but it seems to go around. But, oh shit, look at that frickin' spider right there. Woo, that's a big boy. I don't even know. There's literally too much stuff. Like, the thing is all collapsed over there. You can't even get through. That is a really nice picture, though. A slipper rack. There's just all kinds of stuff. I don't know what they use this for. I'm thinking it must have been a hotel or something. That's where my mind is at. Oh my god. Oh, I was about to go through the floor there. Alright, I think I'm gonna get out of here and see maybe if there's like a side entrance or something. But other than that, I might just go back to the other house and finish up. So there is a side way down to the main house. I'm not sure if it actually leads to what I'm looking for is an entrance into the basement or the bottom level. What is that? It looks like a little stove or something. Oh yeah, there's like doors over here. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Well, we might actually be able to, at the very least, take a glance to see what's down there, but this is what the outside looks like. Pretty freaking crazy. Yeah, I think this is, I mean, I haven't done a lot, but this is definitely one of the coolest abandoned spots in Japan that I've done. This thing's pretty cool. It's an old fireplace, stove. Neat. Alright. Well, let's go into the basement, I guess. So I don't even know for sure if this door is even open. It should be. It looks like it is. Ugh. And all this vines and stuff. Oh yeah. Okay. What the hell? Stupid door. Alright. Cool. There's actually some stuff down here too. I don't know how much there's actually going to be. There's like a little bathroom down here. There's a bunch of old cutlery. Oh yeah, this is the part where we couldn't get down. Look at this little tricycle over here. That's cool. Damn. See if there's anything interesting back here, I suppose. Not really. Alright, well, that was a lot of work just to see a bathroom. There's something reflecting down there. What is that? Is it like a bike or something? Kind of looks like one. How do we get back to the front? Oh, I think we gotta go this way. I didn't even, like, go down that way. I mean, I guess I could. I really want to see what that is. Very, curious at the moment. It actually is a bicycle, but there's no one here. What the hell? Hello? I don't see anybody. That's creepy. Yeah, there's legit no one here. It's a very old bike, so I imagine it's probably... Oh yeah, that thing's been here forever. Okay, so no one rode up. But I don't even know where this actually leads. I just want to go back to the house and do a little bit more of an investigation. Okay, we are back. My camera just did a weird thing that I've never really seen it do before as we were about to walk back in here, but what am I going to do? Because we were getting a lot of weird noises when we were kind of on this level for the most part, so I'm going to stick around here for a moment and see what happens. Let's get back to this area. Yeah, it sounded like things were kind of moving around over here. Whew. Hello, konnichiwa, spirits, people who used to live here. My name is Angelo. I come from Canada. There's a dish downstairs, or not downstairs, in the other building, so you're probably familiar with Canada. And actually, let's try out the spirit box and see if anything comes through. It's getting pretty spooky now. The sun has set, and I was intending on, obviously, like I said, kind of doing this more as an explorer. Alright, if you can talk to me, if you can understand me, you can talk to me using this. I swear I hear like footsteps or something. I think it's in that area. Spiritual realm. Can you tell me why this place is haunted? Horn off in the distance. The heck was that? What the hell was that?
Ashes.
What? Ashes? What do you mean ashes? Summoner.
Unneeded.
Something banged in here twice.
Crystals.
Crystals. I don't know if it's potentially just the building about to collapse. I literally feel like if we stay too long, we're gonna die out here tonight.
I am conscious.
I am conscious. Okay. Cool. What if we go to the other room?
Don't ask me.
Don't ask you what? Whoa. For like a second, I thought somebody was standing there.
Brenda.
That was creepy. Yeah, it's never fun when you think you see a person at the corner of your eye. I swear I just heard footsteps down this way. Look at all the freaking vines just growing inside. I don't know why I'm just noticing this now, but... Well, if we want to go back to that side, we know we're going to have to go through this. Here we're going to have to be very careful again. Oh, shit. Is there any spirits that are connected to this room that want to show yourself? If you can understand me? I feel like you're around. You're making noises and things are moving. What was that?
I'm alone.
That was loud. I'm debating on maybe going back upstairs. It's quite a mission because we gotta go through that window and around, but I don't know what that noise was. Are you down in this direction? Doing some hikyo? That is the term for basically ghost hunting, urbex, abandoned buildings, that sort of thing here. Okay, I guess we'll make one more spin around upstairs. Might as well. Damn, I don't know why, but this room is just really creepy. Okay. Second last time. Coming back through this way. Look at this creepy painting. I don't know why, to me, that's just really kind of scary, but... Okay, well, we're back on the other side now. This room is really creepy but cool at the same time. I'm just in total awe of this place. Like, it's really amazing, actually. Alright, let's do one more round upstairs, I guess. Alright, spirits. I wish I knew the word for ghosts in Japanese, but I don't. Is there anybody want to make themselves known up here? I'd love to take a seat in one of these chairs, but everything's so gross. This is kind of nasty if you ask me. I don't know why. Up here, the feeling is not so heavy. Not like downstairs. Downstairs is different. Alright, well, if anybody wants to communicate, you can use this thing again. Just notice some more postcards. This one is from Bridgenorth. I'm not really sure where Bridgenorth is. Is that UK? Northgate, Bridgenorth. Airmail. Oh, England. Yeah, so definitely. That's cool. Nothing to say up here?
I can be summoned.
You could be summoned? What do I have to do to summon you? Or maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe that's like a bad way to summon a bad entity. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the vibe was definitely different upstairs. Or downstairs, sorry, not up here.
Questionable.
Yes, this area is questionable, in my opinion. So I'm going to go back downstairs, and then in a few moments, we got to get ready to head out. I'd like to stay longer, but unfortunately, just can't do that because of the buses right now. So we got to start getting ready to head out. Plus, it's going to take forever to get back down to the actual town area because of where this stupid place is located. Okay, let's just watch our step here. Do one more loop downstairs, I suppose. And then get ready to hightail it out of here. This place was really cool. Had all the factors, if you ask me. Except for how hard it is to get through some of these damn rooms. Oh, what is that? What the heck is that? Huh? I think it came from there? I don't see anything. It sounded like something was moving. That was pretty loud. What was that? Okay, that was weird. Maybe that is our sign to make our way out. Oh shit, I'm literally like about to fall on stuff. Walk much? Okay, yeah, you know what? I think I'm pretty much done. This place was definitely really cool. Let's get back over here. So yeah, I'm gonna start making my way back to Osaka. One day maybe I'll revisit this place. The next place is going to be a location we did even recently, just last year. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that, spending some time in another ocean city, which is really cool. It's kind of nice because the next few days are going to be warmer, and then I think it's going to cool down again. But next week we should be going to, you know, the forest here, and that should be interesting. I keep hearing something. But in the meanwhile, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new and you like this sort of content. You want to support the channel, get some Make Maple Syrup Great Again merch, because it's fun. Why not? And we'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya. Bye-bye.